Over the past 5 years, as an Airbnb superhost, I've generated 6 figures in income each year. My portfolio includes 6 properties which I own worth about £2 million, along with 7 additional properties leased from landlords. All these properties are rented out on Airbnb. I've experienced hosting over 1,000 guests across Airbnb, Booking.com, and various other platforms. By the end of this video, I promise you will know how to start an Airbnb business the right way from anywhere in the world. In order to start an Airbnb business, you need a property. How can you get this property? You can acquire the property by buying it or renting it out from a landlord, or if you've got an existing property, you can convert it into an Airbnb. In the UK, the model of renting out the properties from the landlord is commonly known as rent-to-rent or Airbnb Arbitrage. Airbnb Arbitrage is what a lot of people do. The reason being, it's a low-hanging fruit. You don't need a lot of money to start it. However, I've actually done both. As previously mentioned, I've bought properties and also leased from landlords using this model. So Airbnb Arbitrage involves renting a property from a landlord and then subletting it on Airbnb for a higher nightly rate, exactly like how hotels do it. So you will be operating like a hotel in a house or in an apartment. This method is low capital startup and can generate a high cash flow. Anyone who's willing to take action and learn can actually do this business model. When starting this business, you want to do it the right way with the correct licenses, etc. So you register a company and get the necessary licenses, insurances, open a business account. So these steps ensure you're operating legally and efficiently. There are ways in which you can acquire property by buying, renting, or even converting long-term rental properties into Airbnb. So before acquiring the property, you will need to do some research. So choose a location which is close to you, and you can research this location using platforms like Airbnb, Booking.com. Okay, let me give you an example. I bought this property 135 as a 1-bedroom flat. I spent about 30,000 converting it from a 1-bed flat into a 2-bedroom flat. I finished the property to a high standards to attract both holiday makers and contractors, leisure guests. I put this property on the Airbnb market for 150 per night, meaning if it's booked for 30 nights, it can make me 4,500. However, it's not always the case that it's booked 100%, but there is a possibility for it to be booked 100%. So here is another example. This one, I didn't buy it. I got the property from a landlord. So this property was advertised on Rightmove. I made a call to do a viewing. I met the lettings agent, spoke to them and explained to them what I do and if they can ask the landlord to consider my business model. I pitched the benefits to them of renting to me, things like longer contracts, no voids, no maintenance costs are covered by me up to a certain amount. So I think on this one, we said up to about £200, I'll cover all the maintenance costs. The property was newly refurbished, so the only cost which I had to put in was to furnish the property, which was about £4,000 to furnish this property. It's a 4-bed property. We put about 6 double beds in there for it to have like a higher occupancy. I didn't buy everything brand new. Some of the furniture I leveraged on Facebook Marketplace for like good second-hand deals, so you don't have to buy everything brand new in this Airbnb business. So this property, because it's take up to 6 to 8 people, I rent it out on a nightly rate of 200 a night. So if it's booked for 30 nights, this will make us 6,000 per calendar month. Regardless if it's booked or not, the landlord still wants their rent, and we still have bills to pay like council tax, electric, gas, all that, internet, etc. We still need to pay those. But when you take the difference from 6,000 with those fixed bills, which are about 2,000, you can be pocketing 4,000 or 3,000 per property. So these properties, you can find them in websites like OpenRent, Rightmove, Zoopla, Facebook groups. But the most important thing is to build relationships with the landlords and lettings agents. So emphasize the benefits of renting to you and be transparent with your intentions. So you want to be open and clear, like you're gonna be renting this out on a nightly rate as an Airbnb, serviced accommodation, corporate led. So you just need to find ways to explain to them. So the fun part about this business model is the property setup. So you've got your property, now it's time for what? To set it up. I'm in business with my wife. She's also my business partner. She enjoys this process, and we've done a few videos on my channel speaking about property setup, furnishing, decor, etc. You can check out those videos after this one. So when you're setting up, have a budget and stick to it. Calculate all setup costs and operating costs, including your rent, utilities, how much you want to spend on furniture, and how much you want to be spending on the initial clean, and obviously on the checkout clean. So initial clean is the one which happens first. Like after setting up, you want to like the property to be properly cleaned by professionals before you welcome any guests. So when it comes to the decor, focus on what the guest needs and preferences. So you don't put like things for the sake of putting. You don't put your favorite colors for the sake of putting. You want to put high durable, high quality furniture. The furniture doesn't have to be brand new, so you can also get like good quality furniture which is secondhand from eBay, Facebook Marketplace. All these places, they can get good quality furniture. So once you've like bought your furniture, and your next step is you will need a team to set this up. So you need a team like a reliable cleaner, reliable handymans, virtual assistants to actually assist you in your business. But before you actually list your property, you need to invest in professional photos to make your listing stand out. You know, I know a lot of people want to go cheap, like by taking pictures themselves, etc. So you actually want to be like having high quality pictures and very, very good photographer to do this. You can leverage Facebook Marketplace to get you these photographers. You can leverage other people who've done this. They can help you getting these photographers. Now you've got your pictures from the photographer. There are a few things which you must have before actually going live and listing your property on Airbnb, Booking.com. So you've got your high quality photos. You need to do a trial clean. You need to have clear house rules. You need to have automated guest messages. You need to have a key management in place. You need to have emergency contact info. You need to have stocked amenities like all your teas, sugars, etc. You need a welcome guide and safety features. So before a guest comes in, those things need to be in place. Once all the setup is done, list your property on Airbnb, then import the listing from Airbnb to Booking.com. So you only do like the work once on Airbnb, then on Booking.com, it's more like a leveraging Airbnb than your property is on Booking.com. I use a channel manager called Uplisting to manage calendars, guest communications, cleaning schedules across multiple platforms. You know, so you don't get a double booking, etc. on Airbnb. To cancel out, block the dates, so you don't get a double booking on Booking.com. For pricing, I use dynamic pricing tools called Wheelhouse to adjust your pricing based on market demands and events. This is a classic example. In Glasgow, where we operate, we had an event called COP26, and with this event, I didn't know about it, but like the prices shot up, and my pricing tool managed all that, and I was getting bookings for £1,000 a night. After that, you need to have like your systems, automation, and processes in place. So with this, you need to look into like your guest communication, bookings, check-ins. These things reduce human error and save you time, allowing you to focus on growing your business once you got your first property running smoothly. So you just focus on working above the business than working in the business. So even with one property, you just want to start thinking like someone with their portfolio. So with all this, it's time to replicate the process. So you've got your first property, you've set it up the proper way, you know, you've got a team, and you just continually refining your systems to handle more properties efficiently. So you just want to be like now adding one property, scale up. You've made it to the end. Now it's time to take action. Check the links in the description for exclusive bonuses and resources to help you on your Airbnb journey. So I've got a community called Airbnb Mastery Blueprint. Join the community. It's got like-minded individuals on the school platform, and you know what? Let's all succeed together. Thank you for watching. If you are ready to start your Airbnb journey, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and leave a comment with bonuses for additional resources. Let's make your Airbnb dream a reality.